Here's my audience. Hello, my name is Jocelyn Shelton, and my topic is to not blame fast food restaurants for the rise in obesity. It's not Ronald McDonald's fault that obesity is on the rise. Taste buds and cravings versus health risks. You choose. In the movie Super Size Me, Morgan Spurlock over-exaggerates in showing the effects that fast food can have on the body. Instead of consuming a realistic amount of fast food and exercising to show the true effects of fast food's contribution to obesity, he consumed multiple fast food meals every day and did not exercise. The reason that I chose this topic is because fast food restaurants provide an infinite number of jobs in the United States. They are very positive for the economy, and downsizing fast food restaurants would hurt the economy tremendously. Today, I plan to convince you that fast food should not be blamed for the rise in obesity. So let's start by talking about the main idea of why fast food cannot possibly be to blame. As consumers, we respond to food differently. Genetics play a role when determining the effect of food on the body. Our genetics are what make us hungry in the first place. According to an article by the research chair in obesity, a person with a family history of obesity is 2 to 8 times greater than that of someone who has no family history of obesity to become obese. Also, our metabolisms are different. Some metabolisms are quicker, whereas others are slower, and some people can eat foods that others can't eat because of the effects that they'll have on their body. Consumers also have the ability to make their own choices. One of the important choices to make is determining your portion size. There are a couple easy ways to determine some portion sizes. An example of this is the tip of your thumb is a teaspoon of butter, peanut butter, or sugar. Your fist is a cup of cereal, pasta, or vegetables. The length of your finger is an ounce of cheese, and a handful is an ounce of nuts. 2 handfuls is about an ounce of pretzels or chips, and the palm of your hand is about 3 ounces of meat, fish, or poultry. As a country, we should be able to overcome these obstacles and therefore not be able to blame these fast food restaurants for this increase in obesity. It'll take a lot of work, but there are many ways to overcome obesity in order to not blame the fast food industry. In choosing menu items at a fast food restaurant, there are many ways that we can be better at making the proper choice. In Rice's article, Fast Food Friendly, there were people who were able to plan for fast food meals 7 days a week for 3 meals a day and pick that healthier option to make the better choices. Portion sizes are also important. In eating fast food, it's often not what we eat, but how much of it that we consume. By choosing the smaller sizes, that alone will decrease your risk of obesity. Nutrition labels are available in the tray liners and on the boxes of the food, for example in McDonald's. However, restaurants like Subway may have the menu option, the nutrition label, on the napkin, and most of them you'll be able to find online. We should be productive in other ways by exercise. It is always important to exercise, whether you're eating the healthier option or the non-healthier option, whether you're eating fast food or a home-cooked meal. Eating smaller, more frequent meals is also important. In eating larger, heavier meals, you're increasing your risk for obesity, whereas eating smaller, lighter meals will decrease that risk. Expressing concerns in other areas than fast food restaurants. For example, a main concern that came up when doing my research is that there are other types of foods that will increase your risk for obesity as well. For example, school meals. By doing these things, it should be a lot easier to be successful in reducing obesity in the United States, therefore reducing the blame for obesity in fast food restaurants. Imagine if we were to follow these simple changes in eating habits, how much we would decrease the blame on fast food restaurants for obesity. We would be able to save many jobs that would be lost by decreasing the amount of fast food restaurants, and there would be less health problems in America. I hope that I've convinced you to reconsider your views on blaming fast food restaurants for the rise in obesity by understanding that our genetics play a role and understanding that the consumer can make their own choices. To conclude, I would like to propose that we be proactive on this ongoing issue and change the viewpoint that others have on fast food restaurants. They create a lot of jobs for people who would otherwise not have one. Thanks.